Land of the free, home of the brave. That's what makes the United States. Now let's take a journey with the spirit of freedom. Liberty will lead the way.
Let's take a star-spangled adventure. Star-spangled adventure.
All the things you'd want to know about America's in this show. So come on, all you patriots, let's go.
General Washington.
So, what do I owe your surprise visit, Mr.
I am Pierre Manuel Regrado Philippe Janson, named for my great-uncle's cousin's nephew, twice removed by marriage, who served in the great courts of Spain.
I see.
And well, as I told all of my friends in New York, I'm going straight away to meet General Washington to congratulate him.
Congratulate on what?
On winning the war, sir. You really stuck it to the British. As I told my friends in New York.
I assure you, Mr. Johnson, the war is not over yet.
And since our independence is almost here, I am sure you have your eye out for a trusted and well-bred advisor to serve on your court.
My court?
Oh, but of course, someone with my experience could start today to plan your coronation to be crowned King of the United States of America.
You must understand that will not happen.
Whoa, wait, are you saying are you saying you don't want to be king?
No, Mr. Johnson, I shall not replace King George III for America's King George I.
I see. Well, perhaps you shall feel differently tomorrow. As I told my friends in New York, people need nobility and monarchy to tell them what to do.
Oh, boy.
We are here as the war is finishing and our new country is about to elect George Washington to be the first president. Now, since the Constitution didn't spell out every detail for the president, what Washington did became the precedent for all the other presidents, even today. You see, precedent means example or the guide of how things should continue to be done. So, the things that Washington did set the example of what other presidents should do. You could say he was a good president to set the precedents.
Mr. Washington, today is a grand day.
Thank you for officiating, Chancellor Livingston.
To get started now, you, Mr. Adams, have already been sworn in as Vice President, so you shall stand next to the President as he is sworn in.
Will do, sir.
I had asked to have a Bible from which to take the oath.
Yes, well, it must be around here somewhere.
I'll look over here. The inauguration is in a moment. Can I help you with your royal cape?
I do not have a cape.
You mean you are wearing that to your inauguration?
Indeed I am.
Heaven help this nation. There's not a Bible here to be found. Chancellor, would St. John's have one next door?
Oh, yes, I shall have my aide fetch one.
The first president set the precedent that the inauguration would be public for all to see. We're here in Federal Hall in New York City. This is the nation's first capital. Later, the capital will move to a new city called Washington, D.C.
Attention all, it's time for the oath of office. Oh, thank you.
President has taken the same oath of office that Washington did, and it was his idea to use the Bible. Most presidents will continue to do that, even sometimes using the exact Bible that Washington used.
I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend.
And will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
Long live George Washington, the President of the United States.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Sir, just call me Mr. President.
Washington chose that title, and it stuck. Hey there, Mr. Washington, there's one thing left to do. Now that you're in charge of things, what should we call you? Here's a few suggestions since the title won't be king.
His mightiness,
And if you don't like that,
His elective majesty.
oh, what should we call you?
Let's think.
So many names, which one will we use? Hey there, Mr. Washington, you're first to lead the way. You will set the precedent for these United States. Maybe that's the name for our commander and our chief.
His Highness, President of the United States of America, and the protector of our liberties.
That might be just a little too much. Let's just call him Mr. President. Soon, Washington was busy with the country. Rather than be in charge of every aspect of government, he chose a cabinet to help him lead. No, not this kind of cabinet. Washington also set the precedent to gather official advisors around him, which was later called a cabinet. Presidents ever since still appoint a cabinet. When Washington's 4-year term was up, he reluctantly agreed to another term of 4 years. But then he did something many thought no one would ever do. After 2 terms as president, Washington retired to his home in Virginia. Washington set many important precedents, but the most important was to give up power after 2 terms. Back then, kings would never do that. In fact, when King George of England was told Washington was stepping down, he said, "If he does that, he will be the greatest man in the world." I couldn't have said it better myself.